No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we got a little Rye on the podcast. So, okay, first things, is it okay to say Lil, or do we have to go out of our way to say Lil?
No, you're good. It's Lil. I just took out the other L to be different because there's a lot of Lils out here.
That is true. I probably interviewed many hundreds of Lils.
Probably me.
So you just took the second L off, but when you pronounce it,
It's Lil.
you intention just Lil.
Like Lil. Like it's Lil. You feel me? The L just ain't there. It's the same shit though.
I like it. All right, cool. So you're from Mobile?
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about growing up out there, because I spent some time in Pensacola, Florida, so we'd be going back and forth over there a little bit.
Mobile is just it ain't nothing to do. That's why it's so big on crime. Like I seen we the second most dangerous city in the country.
And does it feel like that when you're there?
No, when I'm there, I don't be having nothing to worry about. It be cool on my end, but it's bad though. Like it ain't no real money out there. It ain't no jobs. It ain't shit to do with the wrong thing.
Damn. So what kind of environment were you brought up in?
The projects, like the slums. I was in let me see, when I first was born, my mama took me to my granddad's house in Pritchard. Like that shit on Station Street or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Pritchard so close to Mobile, we just said the same shit for real, but it's two different cities. But Pritchard was horrible, real shit. Still, it got better though. Everything got better. It just ain't nothing you don't want to grow up in.
Right. So what were your parents on? What career-wise or whatever?
Shit, my daddy was in prison for real.
Oh, yeah, because your dad is locked up for 19 years?
My stepdad.
Your stepdad?
That's my stepdad.
Okay.
He was there. My daddy went to prison when I was 5. That's when my stepdaddy got there. And he just went to prison when I was 15 or something.
So your stepdad just got 19 years?
Yeah.
What was that for?
Some bullshit.
19 years. This got to be pretty serious.
That's some bullshit.
Damn. So
the system just fucked up.
How did that change your life when your dad got locked up at 5?
I mean, I was 5, so
yeah.
He made me no difference. The thing that changed my shit was my stepdad, because it was he was doing everything. So when he left, I had to go from 15 to 25 instantly.
Really? Damn. Wow. So your stepdad, that made that much bigger of an impact on you? What, he had just really taken on that role in your life?
Yeah. He really my daddy since I was 5. He been there my whole life. You feel me? So that's just...
Damn. But so, okay, when you were a young kid, though, what kind of upbringing did you have? Were you outside a lot? Were you, getting into trouble as a young guy?
No, I wasn't even just bad. I was good until I got to high school. That's when I started doing shit. Just doing shit. And doing shit. When I really, everybody was outside when we were little. Wasn't nobody in the house. Your mama putting you out, go outside and play, you feel me? So everybody was outside. But just as people got older and started seeing more shit, it was oh, this what I need to focus on. I need this. And the only thing everybody had to focus on was trying to get some money.
Right. Especially in a town or a city where there ain't no money to be made, really. It just becomes a real crabs in a barrel mentality of just people trying to get something, and you see it play out, and the results usually ain't good.
8 times out of 10, that shit not gonna go good.
But if I had asked you at that age when you're entering high school or whatever, if I had been what do you see yourself doing as an adult, what would you have probably said?
I wanted to be I wanted to be a dentist.
A dentist?
Yeah.
And now you've had a lot of dental work done.
Yeah, real shit. I wanted to be a dentist, though. It was interesting to me. But then, once you get older and really see, the struggle that you in, it changed your outlook on life. You start looking at everything different, doing shit different, moving different. You feel me? Everything just changed once you really, once your mindset finally hit that point to where, you know where you at in life and where you want to be or need to be or feel like you got to be, shit just start changing.
So you never even really got started on your dentistry journey?
Hell no.
That's too bad.
Cause I was I got to high school at like 13. I got to high school at like 13 and graduated at 17. So I was young. So I was what that shit is? When you I can't think of the fucking word. Impressionable. That's what it
Okay.
was. I was impressionable as hell.
Right. And so what was having an effect on you at that time? Like, what kind of music were you listening to? Were you around dudes who are already in the streets and shit?
Hey, like I only had like 2 homeboys who was the same age as me. The rest of them was like I got to the 9th grade. Everybody I'm hanging with in the 11th grade. I wasn't hanging with nobody my age except for them 2 people. And them 2 people, big brothers, was in the 11th grade who I was hanging with. So it was like I wasn't never even around kids. I was around older people.
Right.
From the
And
jump.
and were you kind of attracted to that lifestyle? You're like staying out with them and smoking and doing all this other shit?
I ain't start smoking till I was like 17.
Okay.
I stayed away from drugs for a long ass time. But back then everybody was on like bars and shit.
Bars.
Hell yeah. You know,
Fucking high
Zan.
school full of Zan heads. That's
yeah,
crazy.
Hell yeah. Like
That sounds like a zombie movie, bro.
nigga come to school, like they used to come to school like with 2 bars and a Sprite. You feel me?
And just drop them in there?
They already been there. Like they got it ready. So as soon as they get to school and school start, that's when they open it, get the drinking and shit.
Right. In school, where it's like I was going to school sober every fucking day, and I still had such a hard time remembering anything that they were fucking talking about when it came time to a test or anything. So the idea of being on Xanax to me is almost like hilarious.
Man. And it's like, it was one day I took a sip of this shit and I just, not knowing how strong it is, because I'm looking at them, they eyes might get lower, they might just talk slow or some shit. But it ain't like that, it just overpowered them. I took a sip, what, 9 o'clock in the morning, I woke up at 3. Oh, God. I don't remember nothing.
You just passed out in class?
Huh? And it's like, you know, on the bar, you ain't, like, you might feel like you sleep, but you might not even be sleep. Like, they would tell me I'm sleep. They wake me up, we're going here, going there, da-da. I don't remember shit.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling when you wake up in the morning and you gotta try to look through your text and figure out what the fuck you did.
Yeah, you don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, man. But so, okay, so you were hanging out with younger guys basically when you were in junior high and everything?
Yeah.
How far into high school did you make it?
I graduated.
Oh, you did graduate.
That shit was easy. I was smart as hell. I was in honor classes and shit. I used to skip honor classes to go be with everybody who in regular classes. Cause they ain't put me in honor, cause I was too bad. They ain't put me in honor class till I got to like the 11th grade. So it's like I'm in regular class with everybody, helping everybody with their work and shit like that. I remember I got in trouble in elementary school cause the teacher asked me, do I want to teach the class? And I said, yeah. And I taught the class, and she called my mama. That was the weirdest shit I ever seen.
So you were actually up there doing the best job you could teaching?
Hell yeah. Oh God, I walked in the next day trying to teach the class. She was like, no.
Wow.
She was, hey. I still love her though.
Were you into like rap since you were younger though?
My stepdad had played a lot of shit. Like a lot of shit. Like my first favorite rapper was like Lil Wayne.
Mm.
From like, man, I don't know, I just remember burning his CDs and shit. I used to love that I'm Not a Human Being too shit. You know what I'm talking about? That bit was hard.
He was a legend. And even though he wasn't really that young when he was like huge at that certain point, like he still just seemed very young. And I feel still to this day, a huge percentage of young people that I talk to who are rapping, Lil Wayne is like the thing they were listening to when they were like 10 years old, 12 years old.
Yeah, I was about 9, 10. Then Chief Keef came out, and I was just listening to Chief Keef for so fucking long.
Right.
So like he's still my favorite rapper. He's been my favorite rapper since I was like 12.
So you kind of got over the Lil Wayne lyricism, and you were just like, "Nah, I'm a driller now."
No, it wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just like that shit. Just I don't know. Like they were doing shit that was happening down in Mobile, but you could watch them do this shit. Like they on video just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit was just eye catching, entertaining.
Yeah, Chicago had this like weird combination of gangster shit and like social media at that time.
Yeah,
when you look back on it, like, because realistically, motherfuckers are not doing a lot of that shit on social media now because they're just smarter and they know that they're gonna get caught up. But still, even then, like after FBG Doug got killed, there was an infamous vlog that showed a bunch of people kind of talking about it way too loosely and kind of acknowledging who did it and shit. And that shit got deleted. But Chicago got a long history of snitching on themselves.
I ain't see that.
Oh, it's a whole thing.
I ain't see that. But yeah, they did pave the way for like knowing what the fuck not to do.
That's real.
That's what the past supposed to do. Though. It's supposed to make you know how to not get fucked up in the future. That's that shit for.
A lot of people like know that they're fucking up by putting all their crimes on social media. They just also are on drugs, so they're like not really thinking about the fact that they're doing something so stupid, and B, they want to blow up as a rapper so bad that they don't give a fuck.
I know people. I know people who don't rap and don't give a fuck at all. Like period, don't care. They be having to catch me and tell me you gotta care, cause it be a lot of times I don't give a fuck. But you gotta care though, especially in this position. You gotta care.
Right. So when did you actually start making music? In high school?
Like I started writing shit in 12th grade. That was like 2019. That's when I first started. I didn't go to the studio till like 2021, I think. Some shit like that. It took a long time for me to even take the shit serious. I ain't really care about it.
Really? So you were just fucking around? Was there anybody in particular you were listening to by that point? Like when you're in 12th grade that you were listening to, like, oh, this is the person that's really inspiring me to make some shit?
Not for real. I was listening to everybody. Like anything that was dropping, I was just, cause in high school that's when you really just find either who you is or like, you feel me, all your thoughts and shit. So I was just trying to listen to everybody.
Right.
Everybody. For real.
When I say Alabama in terms of hip hop, though, who comes to mind in terms of like the biggest legends from there? Because Gucci got to be first on the list.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of people want to put him in the Atlanta
and
box.
The Atlanta group, nah, he from Alabama.
Reality is, yeah.
But Gucci. But I ain't count Mobile one like big. I think Mobile might be the biggest rap city in Alabama. I don't think nobody bigger than Mobile, cause we got Rollo, Cap, Blue, who else we got?
Yeah,
Mr.
no cap got to be like the biggest one doing it right now, at least.
Yeah. But you can't count out Young Blue though.
Yeah.
Young Blue big, like he's so big, it'd be like I'd be thinking about Mobile rappers and won't think about him.
Right.
But Brad more global than anything.
Because he's got a different style, you know.
But no cap most definitely.
Yeah. You feel like who's the biggest artist with like the young people though there these days?
In Mobile?
Yeah.
Other than me.
Right.
Other than me. We got like, there's a lot of rap people don't know, like Sean, Flip, you feel me, shit like that. But the biggest right now, Mobile, I think, I don't want to just go on a limb and say me, but I feel like it's either Cap or Rollo.
Yo, I feel like it must have been tough for people in Alabama to see Cap going through it with Youngboy. We never got like a resolution on anything about that, huh? They just went at it and then we never heard anything else.
I don't know nothing about it. Like I ain't never, you feel me, got in their business.
It got kind of intense there for a minute, but okay. So you graduate and then what do you start doing after high school?
A lot of shit, just a lot of shit, just too much shit, too much shit that I didn't even have to do.
In the streets,
basically, just the regular shit. It wasn't nothing too major.
Right.
None that nobody want to do. You feel me?
And did you ever you end up getting caught up by the law during that time period or no?
No, like they ain't start fucking with me till I start rapping.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't go to my first time in jail, it was like the same night I shot EST Flow.
Really?
Yeah, one of my videos had just hit 100K. They were just on some bullshit.
And they just pulled you over and what they gave you for?
No, they ain't pulled me over. I was just walking. downtown. It was some bullshit. I ain't tripping on that shit.
They knew who you were?
Hell yeah. They called me Lil Ray.
Really?
Hell yeah. And that's it.
So basically, when you were a less well-known criminal, they didn't care as much.
They
But
didn't
then
give-
once you were a more well-known rapper, that did it.
Yeah. They be targeting rappers for real. Like, all my little brothers and shit who rap, they stay on their dick for no reason.
Really? Interesting.
That's just how they is with the whole South though.
Right. So have you had a lot of beef in your city since like real early on?
Mm.
I've seen a lot of interesting stuff. I don't really know. I didn't even really like try to fully understand it,
Yeah.
but I was like, oh, okay. There's real shit going on out there.
Nah, ain't no beef. It be a lot of people don't like me because they wish they could do the shit I do. Just be some bitches.
So the beef that you're in came from you becoming successful. It wasn't like, oh, a lot of rappers these days. It's like I have beef, and that's why I'm a rapper is because I want to diss my ops on a big stage.
Hell no, I don't diss people. I don't even beef. I don't consider shit no beef.
I don't hear you saying a ton of names, but I hear you saying like specific things. Like you're talking about like smoking somebody's sister or some shit, and I'm just like, I mean, there's somebody out there. Yeah, you rap about seeing people's sisters dying a lot. I'm like, damn, there must be somebody out there is getting their feelings hurt by that bar.
No, she ain't die.
She died.
Cause ain't nobody do nothing to nobody's sister.
Oh, okay.
I was just joking.
Right. So if you have a problem with somebody, you're not gonna put their name in a song. But will you rap around it? Will you kind of like talk about them without saying their name?
I said shit on my story. I was like, it's certain shit that I say that people most definitely know who I'm talking about.
Right.
It ain't like at home they know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't nobody hear shit and be like, damn, they know what the fuck I'm talking about. Everybody know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because it's different when your ops aren't famous. Because then if you say their name, you're just kind of blowing them up for no reason, right?
Yeah, and then it's
Or
weird.
maybe they are famous. I don't know.
Man, it's weird. Hell no, I ain't got no ops. But it's weird though. People in Mobile will like try to make it a problem with you, just so like when you go live, they can ask to join your live and talk shit. You feel me? Or they'll text you, tag you on their story so you can repost it and say fuck them. I don't be on all that. Dick that ass shit. These niggas be weird.
Damn. So the clout thirst is that serious?
On my mama, that shit. So.
Because I see it mostly from the perspective of a place like LA where there's already like a lot of famous people, a lot of big rappers, whatever. So it's like you see people being thirsty as fuck for attention, but there is a lot of shit going on. So it's funny to hear about it from that perspective of like people going after this like crumb of attention on Instagram Live.
But it's like in Mobile, it's not easy to do what the fuck I did.
Hell no. To make it up out of a small town, your music got to be real good. You got to be connected. You got to like have something really needs to be working to blow up out of a small town.
So it's like any inch they could get, they gonna try to take a mile from that. Real shit. Like everybody trying to make it out. I don't blame them trying to make it out. That's just a weird ass way to do it.
Right. Okay. So you start making music. When does it start to actually catch on, or when you start putting out videos and people start fucking with it?
I ain't put out a video till May of last year.
So it's been about a year?
Since
Almost
May.
a year?
Since May.
You put out video and then the shit just started working right away?
That shit was crazy. Like everybody always used to say push some shit out, push shit out, push shit out, push shit out. But no, it was TikTok though. It was TikTok. I'm tripping. I posted a video on TikTok. That shit got like 1 million views.
Right.
And then Black Noise hit me up. And then I signed them for like a project. And then did that shit.
And how'd that go in terms of how they went about blowing you up?
It wasn't really nothing. It was just me doing the regular shit I did. Like I dropped a song called Murder Flow. Then I dropped EST Flow after that. EST Flow went the fuck out though. But it was stuck. It was at like 40K for like 2 months. Then after that hoe just went up 100K every 15 days.
So you feel comfortable taking somebody's flow and just kind of fucking with it on a song?
It wasn't even like it was like I don't know, I just fuck bro shit. So it was like, damn, I'm trying to make a song like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Just
if any,
like thinking like I heard his voice in my head when I was saying the word. So it's like, yeah, this shit.
I mean, you acknowledging it is basically like that's just you paying respect, right? Because
Yeah, yeah.
everybody's just jacking a flow and not saying anything
Yeah, a lot of people do that shit.
all day.
Oh God.
Right.
Everybody be asking for a 2. I ain't doing a 2 unless bro hop on that hoe. That's the only way.
Oh, really? Did he reach out at all?
No. Like I think his DJ followed me.
Okay. I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna see what he says. I'm gonna wait till after the interview though. But okay, so that shit all starts kind of blowing up and everything. So how does your life change after getting that much attention for rapping all of a sudden?
It was just like I went from never leaving Mobile to never in Mobile again.
Really?
Like since I've been big, I only been back to Mobile like 4 times. That's on different. Just like more time on the road doing shit.
What are you doing for the most part?
I be in the studio like for the past 8-9 days. I've been in the studio 10 hours a day. I
Just
just be working.
Working on music all the time. You be doing shows and shit too.
I got a show on March 16th in Austin, Texas. I think it's South by Southwest.
Oh yeah.
South by Southwest.
That shit's a pretty big deal, honestly, when it's going down. It's kind of crazy because there's like a million fucking shows in the course of like a week, but I don't know. It's like it's definitely where there's a ton of people who like you could definitely get a lot of new fans from going in that environment.
One of my little brothers, he performed too, BBG Stepper.
Oh yeah, I know.
He supposed to perform the same day I perform.
Right. He's from Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, okay, how long was your music cracking before Gucci tapped in?
Shit, about 8 months, I think, 7 months, some shit like that.
And what'd he say?
He said he was trying to find me for like 5 months. He was trying to find me for a long time. But I always do bullshit on Instagram and get deleted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I stay get my Instagram deleted.
For what? This on the ops?
Nah, sometimes. But it just be doing stupid shit.
All the crazy, most gangster ass rappers that I know cannot keep Instagram.
Man, it's like my 3rd Instagram.
Like that's why the fucking rappers in the Bronx and shit have invented their own language to diss their enemies. It's like nobody else can read it. They got a million emojis in there and shit.
They be talking crazy. The boy be talking crazy.
Right. Damn. So he was trying to get in touch with you. All right. So then once he hits you up, what's the conversation like, or how you go about tapping in with him?
It was, let me see. We talked on the phone. I was in Mobile when he called. I was asleep at my homeboy Dave's house, and he woke me up like Gucci on the phone trying to talk to you. So I just turn around like, break the fuck in my face. Then he do it again, and he like, your manager on the phone. He like, Gucci trying to call you. So shit, we get on the phone, da. Then I fly to New York that same day. Went to talk to him. Then we did it.
Right. So then you signed the deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, what was your perspective? Like, what kind of stuff did he have to say to make you be interested in signing?
It was just like even though everybody say he from Atlanta, he from Alabama, you feel me? So we were just relating on a lot of shit, talking about a lot of shit. I was telling him shit. He was telling me the right shit from the shit I was telling him, shit like that.
Right. So you felt like you had a connection right away because you're both from Alabama?
From Alabama, and both was in the streets long enough to know, you feel me, like what you really want out of life. Because the streets ain't never just, you're never supposed to be like, I'm been in the streets all my life. You're supposed to be in the streets to find out how to not be in the streets no more ever again.
Right.
You feel me? So that just mostly telling me shit like that.
Yeah, and Gucci been rich for like, I don't know, damn near 20 years.
Long.
Like
I'm 21.
Right. A lot of that shit is a fucking distant memory to him, really. But also, like, he had like easily 10 years in his career where he was wilding out, getting fucked up, doing crazy ass shit that he shouldn't have been doing. And then he's had this other part of his career where he's just been like living a great life and really enjoying his success, you know?
That's the shit a nigga look at. Like, a nigga who come from like that to be up there is different. It really make you like change how you look on life. Like, damn, I could really be here one day.
Right. So you did the video together right around then, or you did that later?
We did that. I think I made that song like 2 days after that. Then he pulled up to the studio and did that whole right there. And we shot the video. Then went to the club.
Right. How was the club?
I don't like people. The club was alright. People look cool. It's just like I don't be.
Gucci been going to the club for like, you know, his whole life pretty much. Like that's just such a more normal thing, I think, especially like now the younger generation, they feel a little different about being out in public and everything. Whereas like coming from where he's coming from, you had to be in the club because otherwise how the fuck anybody gonna find out about your records?
Shit.
They didn't have the internet like that.
Yeah. Like they really used to have to be like in your face with shit.
Yeah.
Now it's like all you gotta do pick your phone up, you in everybody's face.
Right. Yeah, definitely. So, okay, are you worried at all about the alleged 1017 curse?
No, I be hearing about that. So I ain't worried about that.
You don't buy it?
Hell nah. Hell nah.
Yeah, I mean every person individually, like when you look at everybody who's on 1017 that ended up getting locked up or whatever, it's like that. It's not like any of that shit had anything to do with Gucci. I'm sure Gucci would have loved to be there to tell Pooh Shiesty not to do whatever the fuck he got caught up doing, etc. You know, it's like if anything, Gucci's probably in their corner trying to. He just signs the type of artists that get into trouble realistically.
He gonna be in your corner though.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you do. Like, oh God, you talk to him. It don't matter what you do. He riding with you. He just wants you to do the right thing, so he don't have to ride behind the wrong thing.
Right.
He gonna keep it all the way real with you. Like he ain't finna sugarcoat it or nothing. He gonna tell you exactly how you need to hear it.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you still getting fucked up? Like I noticed that you had some videos where you're popping pills and shit previously and everything. Is that still a part of your life?
No, I be on some sober shit now.
Yeah, you left it behind. You're over it.
Yeah, I don't take no drugs.
Okay. You got a big old smile.
I don't take no drugs.
Well, you trying to slow down on it? Is that what you're saying, or you trying to leave it in the past?
It's like I ain't gonna cap. Like in Mobile, it be a lot of kids listen to music, like churn, like elementary school kids text me on Instagram and shit like that. You feel me? So I be like, damn. I keep talking about 8 perks a day, 10 perks a day. Now this little 8-year-old like, damn, I can't wait to turn 14, take my first perk.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shit like that be on nigga mind. Then I got my little brother's like 12 or 13, my little cousin 15. And I don't even want them thinking like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do too. If my big brother, my big cousin got rich and he do shit like this, shit, why the fuck I can't?
Yeah.
So I just live a sober life now.
Yeah.
Everybody need to live a sober life.
I like that. Even though I think you're full of shit. I like it. What's 26K mean?
That's the block. 26 clan. Everybody think K stand for killer. No.
Oh, okay.
It's a clan.
So that's actually where you're from. Okay, that's dope. What is when you throw up the 4 fingers? What's that mean?
That's the South.
For the South in general?
Like the South in Mobile.
Oh, okay.
South Mobile.
Interesting. You still feel like you want to remain in touch with Mobile, or is there a part of you that's ready to just get the fuck out of there and just say goodbye?
I mean, that's where all my people at, like family, friends, and all that. So I can't never just say fuck. I would never say fuck Mobile because Mobile made me who I am. I got to stay connected to Mobile. That's the only way I can stay who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Be out there lost, thinking I'm from California and shit. Nothing wrong with that, though. Nothing wrong with that.
Right, but, you know.
I'm an Alabama boy, though. You feel me? So it's just like, you got to stick with your roots.
Yeah, if you're from Alabama and you just move out to Los Angeles and act like you're not from Alabama.
Shit like that be weird. Like,
yeah.
We got our own lingo and all type of shit. So don't do that.
Right.
We really like, I be like, we one of the best cities in the world. Like in real life, like if you just look at like our style and like it's somewhat overlooked talent and all type of shit. We really one of the best cities in the world.
How racist does it feel?
What?
Alabama.
Like it ain't as bad as what people like. Mobile ain't. I'm not speaking for everywhere else. But Mobile is not as red. Like, people just look. It ain't like they just off the wall, talking shit, saying this. They don't do that shit. They just look.
Really?
Everybody just look.
You never had a white person say some racist shit to you in your life?
Hell no. Fuck no. Never.
I'm mostly just asking because we
Call
were
of Duty and shit, but that's it.
call you what?
On Call of Duty.
Oh, on Call of Duty.
Not in no face to face.
Yeah, I think everybody got to
I
deal
ain't
with that.
nobody that fucking bold.
That's interesting. Yeah, we were just having that like kind of a conversation about. I don't know, what was it? The statement that we were discussing was like the average white person has negative opinions of black people. Somebody said that on the podcast. I was arguing it, saying, I think you are fucking you're pulling like this is how the media makes you feel. I don't think in real life have you heard like even close to like 10% of the white people you met in your life say bad things about black people.
Yeah,
I don't
real
think
shit.
so.
It just the only shit that get recorded is when they say the bad shit.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody recording nobody saying good morning.
Yeah,
That shit don't matter to
the media makes you think that the world is much more racist than it used to be, when I think in reality the world is a lot less racist than it used to be. We're just so much more connected that it's very easy to see all these examples of racism, you know?
Yeah, real shit.
Mm,
It's way better than what it was back in the day.
for sure. So who have you worked with, or who you consider like, you know, your people that you make music with or whatever?
Like Yevo, Cap,
Right.
all my brothers who rap from the city.
Oh yeah, we gotta mention Yevo as well, huh?
Hell yeah, you gotta mention what?
Big Fizzle too, right?
Big Phil. See, I be high. I ain't high no more. I don't get high no more, but I be high. But hell yeah, Big Phil. Said, I just made a song with Critter. I gotta make a song with Kendall. But I don't know. I can't remember right now. It's a lot. It ain't a lot of that because I don't really like people. But the ones I do fuck with know I fuck with. Yeah, you got. If you mention Alabama, you gotta mention Yevo too, though.
I seen a video. It was basically somebody saying that you have a reputation as a real demon.
Everybody be thinking I'm crazy or something. They just
You
say
do kind of have the look sometimes, the eyes and the silver teeth. You know, that could kind of do it to some people, I guess.
No, I don't even be knowing what the fuck they be talking about. Somebody told me I'm a clone, I'm possessed, all type of shit.
Well, Gucci was originally a clone. They said he was a
Hell no.
clone, so
Hell no.
makes sense. As artists, got to be clones too.
Hell no. Gucci is Gucci.
Right.
Real shit.
But you know what is weird is that somebody was telling me that the reason why the clone shit started is because when people come out of jail or prison after mad years, the food is so fucked up that you come out looking all puffy and shit, and like a lot of people look different than they normally look. And when I think about it, there are a lot of people that I've seen in my life when they get out of prison that to me they just look fucking weird, and then maybe I forget about it a couple days later. But I feel like, especially Gucci, he lost mad weight in there, so he came out looking hella different.
He working. He said he worked the fuck out. He worked out. Like worked out.
Yeah.
Usually people I know who get out of prison be fat. Or like just
Hella
you feel me?
muscles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just seen my boy Greedo get out of prison, and he just looking swole as fuck. I'm like, I hope he keeps working out. Gotta get him in the gym. All right, so, but how do you feel about people having that opinion, or that you having that reputation? People think you're a fucking lunatic.
I don't really give a fuck. You feel me? Cause ain't nobody finna play with no crazy person. Ain't nobody gonna play with me if I didn't look crazy anyway. I wouldn't be worried about it. But ain't nobody finna play with no crazy person.
Right.
If everybody feel like they crazy, that's cool. I mean, I'm crazy. Whatever the fuck they be saying. I ain't tripping about it.
I feel it. What's a binary trigger?
It's something that you get. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't be knowing shit about no guns and shit like that. I don't know shit about
So you made it the chorus of the song, or the name of the song?
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck.
You just didn't bother really looking into it too much. I respect that. Okay. So what's your plans for the future in terms of releasing new music or whatever? Like, what's the goal here?
I supposed to drop another video like Friday or Saturday, but I got my first tape coming out, and what the fuck today is? In like a week or two. In like 2 weeks. I got
So that's
tape
the first
coming
official tape?
out. 10-17.
Fire.
Yeah, that bitch gonna be too hard. I got like 3 videos that I dropped first though.
Okay. That's what's up. Is your real name Ryan?
Fuck no.
So where'd the Rye come from?
My dad's name Rara.
Oh.
My real daddy, his name Rara. So I'm Lil Rai.
Okay.
I just took the extra L off because I'm my own Lil Rai.
What-
I love him. Though. He cool.
Right. What do you want to accomplish in this game before you're out?
So I'm out. I just want a lot of money. For real. And, I want to be able to put a lot more people in a position or in a better position than I am. For real. I want to make sure all my people straight. Get everybody rich. I need to be able to call my brother, ask him for 50 and tell him I'm going to send him 100 back. You feel me?
Mm,
That's all I'm looking for.
that's what's up. Well, yeah, I fuck with the music, and I definitely think you got big things to come. So appreciate you coming on, man.
All good. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Shout out Lil Rye, No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, Instagram, etc. NoJumper.com if you want to support.